head coach Ken Hitchcock is quoted as saying he's worried about the young Oiler team.
You know what, Hitch has been saying that all year, but I bet he's told every other coach in the league the same thing. We don't want to face you guys. I mean, I know Hitch like a book. Are you kidding me or what? He doesn't care who he faces. He said he's on such a roll right now, it doesn't make any difference.
Mike Modano was going to be difficult to contain heading into the opening round, as the Dallas center led his squad in goals, assists, points, and plus-minus. Edmonton had a star that almost equaled Modano's impressive numbers, however, in Doug Weight. Weight led the Oilers in assists and scoring for the second straight season. Oilers power forward Ryan Smith was usually the benefactor of Weight's vision and led Edmonton with 39 goals. Edmonton did not have a wealth of postseason experience, and they were playing their first playoff game in some 5 years. Edmonton's chance of ending this dismal stretch did not look very promising, as the Oilers had lost all 4 games against the Dallas Stars during the regular season. In fact, Edmonton never once owned the lead in the 240 minutes these two teams had played. Conscious of their recent struggles, the Oilers hoped to come out strong in Game 1.
Joseph was out of the net to stop it, and the Oilers dump it up the center ice, and they get a 2-on-1. The pass gets right in front and scores. Low shot, short-handed. The Edmonton Oilers break out of the zone. A great setup by Murray, and there was Marchand, and it's 1-0.
Well, there's nothing like a short-handed goal to start any hockey game, let alone one in the playoffs when you're an underdog. And here's how it started. The Dallas defenseman hung in there and got caught on a 2-on-1 rush. And a lovely pass by Murray to Marchand. And Marchand made no mistake at all. And he scores a short-handed goal. He had 4 of them during the season.
Oilers looking pretty good in the early going of this one. There's a giveaway, though, and an easy save. Hold it for Joseph, and he was nailed. And that, folks, is going to draw a big crowd. Stepped right into him. Dallas now might get a lift from that hit. Score! Wow!
Well, quite often when you make a good defensive play, you end up with a good offensive chance. And Darian Hatcher made a nice play on Ryan Smith right here, not only to not take him out, but to knock him down. And the Stars went away on what looked like a very normal, non-dangerous rush. But Joe Nieuwendyk gets the pass here on the 2-on-2 and uses the defenseman as a screen and beats Curtis Joseph to the glove side from too far out, a 50-footer.
12:24, the time of the goal, and Dallas going up after it again. Adams scores! Just like that. 2-1.
Harry Lettinen converts a nice pass, and it started with a face-off just outside the Dallas Stars zone. And again, it didn't look like there was a lot of dangerous things to worry about on this rush. But you can see Mironov gets trapped, and Adams comes in and gets the pass across on the 2-on-1 as Mironov cannot get back, and it's just redirected by...
Gets up for Bookberger. He shot it in. Hatcher's coming back to nail his man. Arnett is after it. There's a penalty coming up. Score! The Oilers get the tying goal with a delayed call coming there anyway on the penalty, but they get the goal. And the Dallas Stars give it away. Chance for Smith. Oh, what a great save by Andy Mulligan. Nothing doing yet here in the third period. Nearing the 3-minute mark. In come the Stars. Marshall is in front. Goal! Well, Basson had Marshall in front of the net, but decided to rip it, and he did.
Mark Schmidt's over-exuberance to get the hit puts him out of the play. You're going to see it right here. Here he comes, and he misses Basson. And Basson walks into the top of the circle and then beats Joseph up high to the far side to make it 3-2.
And allowing McGillis to get some room and move it up. Lindgren shot. Knifed away, they score! Came off the boards, Lindgren shot it in. The Oilers have tied it up as it came off the boards to the side of the net. And was that Doug Weight there to knock it in?
And here, he scored this goal because he got himself into position to get that puck early. He got a bit of a break after he put the puck on the net.
And a goal in this game in the first period. A great attack here by Dallas. Let it in. And Modano scores! Put it up high. Dallas leads.
Mike Modano puts the Dallas Stars up 4-3. Curtis Joseph makes a nice stop right here on Lettinen, and the puck sits right by his foot. And Luke Richardson, by accident, chopped it loose as he went behind the net, I think, and Modano stepped away from Murray, and there was the puck right there. No, Lettinen passed it out.
For the bench, they have the extra skater on. The net is empty at the other end for Dallas. And there's a lead pass. Gilchrist scores. And that will do it. 5-3 Dallas.
After a seesaw affair, it was Dallas superstar Mike Modano who put the nail in Edmonton's coffin. Modano's goal with 2.5 minutes remaining in the third period helped the Stars to a 1-0 series lead. Curtis Joseph had never beaten Dallas in the playoffs and sported a career record of 0-5 against the Stars. Edmonton had relied on their netminder to carry them the entire season, and they needed him to do that once again in Game 2.
Edmonton got out quickly. Lindgren comes in. One man to beat. Hatcher. He sets it up. McGillis. Oh, and he's stopped by Moog.
And a lovely play here, and the Dallas people didn't realize that the third man on the rush came right in there.
Just as Marchment was flying that way, and he went in to the penalty box area, and he has been injured.
Well, he sure has. You know, you hit one of the doors, the sides there, when the doors open, and you have no idea. Now, what the Oilers are complaining about is that Carbonneau opened the gate early.
My, oh my, that was a terrible looking crash by Marchment of the Edmonton Oilers.
Now, you know, when you're serving a penalty, the guy in the box says you got 5, 4, 3. You open the door, he opens it for you, and it is open for a couple of seconds before you actually come out. And by coincidence here, and how quickly they got the stretcher out there, you have to think that Marchment really has quite a serious injury. Here's a better look, perhaps. Now, the guy opens the door before the penalty's up because he wants Carbonneau to go out. You can see that Guy Carbonneau in no way even touched the door. If anyone is blamed for the premature opening, it is the penalty timekeeper, or the penalty box attendant. Here's another look at it here. He fell all by himself. Nobody hit him at all on the shoot-in.
And Carbonneau was the first player to make the sign to the far end where they bring the stretcher out.
Here he goes right here. He shoots it in, then loses his balance. And then goes in backwards, and when he gets there, the door's open. And here it is here. Carbonneau hasn't got his hands anywhere near the door. Obviously, he wants to get out as fast as he can. He banged the glass, but it's no body check by anybody. It's Marchment. He loses control of the puck just for a second, and then you can see he came right into the edge when the door was open. So we've been quite a while here getting Marchment onto the stretcher, and they're going to take him off. And hopefully it looks worse than it is.
Carbonneau is, as you can see, very concerned. He was closer than anybody. He's 30 seconds left in the penalty to Nieuwendyk as Weight comes in for Edmonton. Centered and score! Beautiful pass by Doug Weight. And the Edmonton Oilers take a 1-0 lead on that beautiful setup for Mike Greer.
Dallas got a little careless. Remember, Zubov was leading the rush, and then the Oilers come right back. They get the puck to Weight. What better playmaker would you like to have the puck going over the line and the rookie Mike Greer coming down the right wing heads to the net. Waite sees him, and he stalls it off and then wires it across. And in one motion, Greer gives the Oilers with.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you can look at it both ways, what they're doing wrong or what we're doing right. I think the guys killing the penalties up front are doing a great job of reading where the pass is going. They've got the pressure on the puck. They're putting themselves in good position to force the passes, and they're doing a great job through the neutral zone. And that's what we wanted to do, was kill their power play before it got into our zone. And guys with the quickness like Todd Marchant and Kelly Buchberger, there's some great reads out there, and they're keeping the pressure on the puck and forcing the turnovers.
And as you saw, Kovalenko makes it 2-0 for Edmonton.
What great news for the Oilers. Kovalenko goes to the net, and the Dallas defenseman forgets about him and leaves him, as you can see. Tries to intercept the pass and can't, and Kovalenko redirects it into the net. There's the pass. There's Kovalenko.
Seconds left in the first penalty. Zador gets it in. For big passes in front. Nieuwendyk is stopped by Joseph, and he's down to hang on to it. A great play by Curtis Joseph. He has not been too busy in this game, but he is now, and he's great. Pass it around inside to the line. It's rolled ahead. Side of the net, centered, and Joseph down to take one away. Out it comes to Mironov. He poked it ahead to Arnott. In behind the net again. Greer is in front. So is Arnott. Arnott is knocked down by Ledyard. The Oilers have it. Mironov shot. Scores! Mironov shot from the blue line. And it's another power play goal for Edmonton. And folks, they are leading 3-0. Oh, lost it near the line. Here's a break for Smith. I don't think they can catch him. Smith coming in. He scores! Smith, the speedster, just about puts the game away. It's 4-0 Edmonton.
You were right, Bob. Nobody was going to catch Ryan Smith, and when he got in there alone, he made a heck of a move on Andy Moog to make it 4.
The game is now over. In the books, a 4-0 victory for Edmonton. And this series is tied at a game apiece.
Guys helped me out a tremendous amount. Let me see the first shot and cleared out the rebounds as well as they could. And a goalie will tell you that that helps his job.
Shovel it ahead, and again he got it and lost it. Stars are back out, short-handed, but Modano is up there. He scores! Modano had Joseph moving, and he scores! Short-handed goal. Dallas in front. Hangs on to it all the way back to the line for Modano. 3 seconds left in the penalty. One quick pass and the great save by Joseph. Right pad shot out like a bullet, and he makes another stop. And the crowd will get to its feet, watching Curtis Joseph go to work again. That was a terrific save with the right pad. 35 seconds left in the penalty against Edmonton. Adams lost it, got it back again. DeVries went in. Joseph kicked one out, rebound. They score! Joseph couldn't stop the whole shot as he picked up the rebound, and it's 2-0. Dallas up near center. Greer coming back. Checked his man, got the puck ahead. Buchberger on a change, was a little late coming out. Here's a 2-on-1. Nieuwendyk shot, scores! Nieuwendyk coming in with a low shot to the left of Curtis Joseph. And it's now 3-0 Dallas. Are lined up for the face-off. Mironov is back at the line. Backhand shot, score! Waite finally gets one away and beats Andy Moog. 3-1 now, Dallas. Edmonton trying to get going again as Mironov put it up to Marchand. Marchand and Kovalenko coming right in. Scores! They're getting close. It's 3-2. Yes.
Here's another look at the goal. You can see that Hatcher on the 3-on-2 got tailing in too far, and that allowed Kovalenko to walk in after he took the pass. If Hatcher had stayed even with his partner in a little wider part, then Kovalenko wouldn't have had that angle.
Here's a pass to the line. Score! They have tied the game. A minute and 56 seconds. 3 goals. Here's the third.
I'm going to check the lineup. There's Anderson, Messier, and Gretzky in this lineup. They used to score goals in bunches. And the current edition, the 1997 playoff edition of the Oilers, are ripping a page out of the historic past by scoring 3 in a minute and 56. There's 2:04 to go, and these fans are delighted.
There's Modano centering it. What a save by Joseph. Another stop by Joseph. And it's cleared out. A breakaway coming. Ernest racing in. Matvichuk coming back. Ernest is back of the net. Centers it. It's cleared away. Greer can't stop it. Mironov is back there. He has played an eternity tonight for Edmonton. Here they come, the Oilers. It's dropped back for Buchberger. Shoots, scores! Buchberger! The Oilers win it!
We said, hey, if we don't get 3 goals, we don't get them. But we're going to grind them down, we're going to hit them, we're going to play our game. And that's what we did. And, you know, obviously there's luck involved with 4 minutes left, but we just worked hard. And fortunately, we got the bounces. And when it got into overtime, it's anybody's ball game. And who better to get it than Kelly Buchberger?
This area, Smith going rink wide. And the hero of game 3 gives it to Smith. And a big save by Andy Moog early in this hockey game. Arnott now. The pass comes right back to him. And he gives it to Kovalenko a second time. Kovalenko ready to make the play. Back to Arnott or to the line. Come to the net now with a shot. Right back to him. He scores! Kovalenko! Power play goal. Edmonton leads 1-0.
Kovalenko had 14 power play goals during the season, and he gets the benefit right here as he's allowed to walk in. You're going to see him in a minute. And take the shot, and Andy Moog gives him a big fat rebound. And after the shot, nobody took the shooter. And that's what allowed Matvichuk here tried to block the shot and then didn't take the shooter.
Rebound is there. Dallas Stars are in to pick it up. Zubov got it back. Sidor to Modano. Hot shot taken by Joseph. That was a hard shot. One-timed. And Joseph stopped it. Now he gives it to Sidor. Winds up. Fake the shot. Goes to Zubov. They keep him outside. Sidor shot. Modano right in. Joseph stopped him again. Couldn't get it quite high enough. Nieuwendyk to Modano. Had to take it on a skate and gave it to Nieuwendyk, back to Modano. Modano to the line. It's Sidor shooting. And here's Modano scores! The big rebound worked perfectly. And Modano was on it, had the empty net. And we're tied at 1. The pass behind Nieuwendyk. That will allow Murray to roll it in. And he does to Marchand. What a save by Andy Moog. And nearly shorthanded goal by Marchand, who was in like a bullet and shot it like a bullet. And Moog came up big. Errant pass picked off by Harvey for Hatcher. And he missed the far side, and Joseph was nailed. No stick, score! Dallas takes the lead, and Joseph is not happy about that. He was bumped, lost his stick, and could not recover to make the save. Kovalenko jumped it in, gets it back. Waite is at the blue line. Kovalenko threw it in front of the net. What a chance for Arnott. He scores! The Oilers have tied it up. Threading the pass into Kovalenko. The backhand shot stopped by Moog. And it was loose there as the siren goes to end the period. The Oilers coming very, very close to taking a lead after 2. And that shot did not get through. Dallas the other way. They open it up a bit. Look at this. Gilchrist scores. Gilchrist, who missed game 3, back in the lineup tonight, and he gives the Stars a big goal here and a 3-2 lead. Marshall was dumped, but in goes Basson for the net, centered it. Oh, to the goal line, and Joseph miraculously reaching back with his stick stopped it just in time. What a save by Joseph. Dallas is talking to the referee, and you know what that means. You're right. They're going to go to the telephone call. Here he goes.
Joseph made a great attempt as he reached back with his stick. But let's have a look. Did this puck go in or not? The score's 4-2.
That's in. Carbonell and Reed have spent their entire careers at that, and great at that. Edmonton in. Oh, score! Look out! The Oilers are coming back again. It was deflected in with 1:13 left. Don't you dare go anywhere.
It's a big win for us, and you know, we turned it into a good game again for the fans there with that last bounce again. But like I said earlier, I think we've got the kind of team that can rebound from what happened in Game 3, and especially the way the game started tonight. They get a quick goal right away, and then they get that one in the end. And I don't think there wasn't panic on the bench, but there's no doubt that we were thinking about what happened in the last game.
This was a must game. You know, there's no question about it. We lose this game, you know, we're in big trouble coming. We got to win 3 in a row. So, you know, and after the way things went last game, it was important for us to come in and, you know, pick up the game here.
It doesn't feel as good as it did the other night, you know, losing 4-3, but, you know, it's like we said before, you know, that's the beauty of playoffs. 7-game series, it's tied up. Now it comes down to a mini-series. 3-game series, we got to have...
Goes back of the goal. Big Ludwig is in there with a heavy hit.
The only player on both teams that's in the top 23 scorers in the NHL.
Nearly stopped it at the line, just lost it. And Langenbrunner is up with a shot. Nice pad save, Langenbrunner again. Another save by Joseph. And the puck goes loose to center. The Stars jump on it, make a good move. Let it and roll it in, Gilchrist. Stop and cleared away. What a scoring chance that was.
The Dallas Stars on a 2-on-1, a nifty little pass here, Lettinen to Gilchrist, and Joseph makes 2 big stops. That one, and then that one, to keep this thing at 0.
Hogue is hauled down, penalty coming up. Langenbrunner testing Joseph, and he makes the save. And they're going to get another power play here in Dallas. He and Pat Verbeek are very close. They get it back to the line. Now in front. Oh, what a save by Curtis Joseph. Hogue was in the right spot, had lots of time, and thought he had one. What a stop by Curtis Joseph. Stars get it out and skate on it. Moving up, Zubov dropping it. Shot off Joseph's arm. What a save that was. Does it again here likely. Yes, he will. Modano, he stopped him.
This shot here rips the stick out of his hand. Pat Verbeek from 32 feet out, and you can see he stopped it with the shaft of the goal stick, and away the stick went. And then he makes a brilliant stop on Modano, who cuts in off the wing, going full blast. Joseph stands his ground and makes the save.
It's more than anything. Here's a shot. Oh, Joseph got his hand up on that one. 2-on-1 coming. Reed coming in. Dropped it back. Here it is. What a save by Curtis Joseph. Amazing.
You can see him coming up the middle of the rink here. And the Oilers have no idea he's there. And here he comes and walks in all alone.
Up for Dallas. Ledyard over the line and coming along the boards. Centered it. Oh! You cannot believe that save by Joseph.
We may have to classify this one. Ledyard makes a nice move to get by Mironov, and then 2 Oilers go to him, and this leaves Gilchrist all alone. And he slaps it, and there's that stop with a pad on his right leg and a beauty. And this thing could have been over if Curtis Joseph hadn't been acrobatic.
Modano wins the draw. Lettinen takes the pass and comes in, shoots. Joseph, their big stop. Tricky shot that time to handle. Oilers poke it ahead. Arnott is coming up on it. Here's Smith. He shoots. He scores! Smith scores at 22 seconds of the second overtime. And the Edmonton Oilers are on the ice. They've won this 5th game and go back home with a 3-2 lead in the series.
We got pretty much everything we wanted from our hockey club. We got a big effort from our key guys and battled really hard. A lot of quality chances, but you know, you got a goaltender like Joseph, and he can win hockey games for you, and he did tonight.
To put a team away is always the hardest game to win, and if we thought this one was hard, especially a veteran team over there, it's going to be hard to put a team away. I mean, it's always the hardest thing to do.
Paul, a big factor in that series for the Blues.
Here come the Stars, 2-on-1. Jere Lehtinen on the left wing shoots, he scores! So the Stars beat Joseph early, just 3 minutes, 49 seconds in. Dallas had 6 2-on-1 rushes in Game 5, but could not capitalize, and they do here in Game 6.
For the Dallas Stars, watch the play right now. Brent Gilchrist puts it up ice. Look at the speed of Lehtinen, and having Mike Modano on a 2-on-1, I think confuses Joseph. A little deflection off of Luke Richardson, but a great shot, and what a start for the Dallas Stars. Look at Lehtinen, takes a look at Modano, takes the shot, fires it up over the blocker.
Dorian Hatcher back behind the net, took a hit from Ryan Smith. Buchberger into the slot, and the save by Moog on the quick shot.
They've been able to do that. Ron Lowe, the coach of the Oilers, said we can't let Dallas go up 2-0.
Now Reed feeds Carbonneau, backhand shot stopped, and Joseph smothers the rebound. Right point for Zubov. Slides it back to Modano. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Zubov one-timer, and the save is made by Joseph on shot number 12 by the Stars. Sails just wide off the stick of Broughton. Here comes Tom Marchand. Puts on the brakes, then throws one in front, deflected by Kovalenko. And Moog covers up. Mats Lindgren bumped off by Gilchrist. Buchberger keeps it alive. The Oiler captain throws it front, score! Mike Greer off a feed from Kelly Buchberger. We are tied at
1. Look at the effort in the corner. The backhand in front, Greer cuts to the net. One-timer past Andy Moog. Neil Broughton not able to get back in time, but this is sheer guts by Buchberger. Beat his man to the corner, and a quick bang-bang play, and all of a sudden, the crowd is alive after being very quiet early in this game when
Dallas out shooting Edmonton in the game 17-6. So in the last two, big hit by Hatcher on Smith.
Lindgren will try to win it away from Broughton. Spoke to the corner. Centered. Oh, what a big save by Moog. Another shot by Cherkasky. And just as the penalty expires, Edmonton coming very close to taking the lead. Big DeVries, the first one to see it. Ludwig moving up from the point to shoot it in for Verbeek. Centered it. They score. Verbeek made a great setup to Basson in front of the net, and he pushed it home. And again, Dallas is in front, 2-1.
He yells for the pass right here. Mironov turned the wrong way, and by the time he noticed that Basson was sitting in the slot, it was in the net. Here it is coming up right here. A beautiful little feed by Verbeek. There are 2 Oiler defensemen in front of the net.
Kovalenko tried to get it back to him. He did. He put it up in front, and Wait turned, and that one fly, another one. And Moog is shining now for Dallas. With under 20 seconds left. Cannon. Quick shot, score! Lindgren won the draw. Tie again. Well, you talk about Cherkasky getting it away fast. Watch.
There's no way the Dallas forward could get out to him when the draw is won this directly. Lehtinen left early, but still couldn't get out. I don't think Andy Moog saw it. And the Dallas Stars have dominated the faceoffs, but not this one. And with 17 seconds left, Marius Cherkasky ties it up 2-2.
So they continue to hit. Lindgren is up with a shot. Off the glove, big rebound, and Andy Moog got over on that side to take the rebound away from Greer. But the Oilers Oilers have apparently turned it up a notch.
As he dove when he felt the little hook. This guy Greer has been a great addition to the Oiler team. And here's the penalty right here. Greer dove as he shot the puck.
Flipped it back of the goal for Lehtinen. He's trying to get loose. Mironov has him tied up. There goes Modano. He's after it. Swinging all the way back to the line. Modano waiting. Covered, but now shoots. Scores! Modano gets the goal. And I don't think Joseph saw it. And from that face-off, with a bit of play, it in fact results in a 3-2 lead for Dallas.
It was obviously a big win for the Dallas Stars. Patience is what head coach Ken Hitchcock preaches to his team, and certainly that patience paid off in a big way in their win over the Oilers this afternoon.
It's sweet to finally get one here, and we played well here in Edmonton, but get off to a good start in Dallas. We'll see what we got.
This is what we worked 4 or 5 months for, is to gain that home ice advantage. And now we've got to go back to Dallas and use it to our advantage.
We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew they were going to come out a lot harder. They're a veteran team. They play hard. We know we have to go back there, and we've been playing well on the road, so hopefully we can carry it on.
Hardest loss I've ever experienced. I mean, a hard-fought battle. We played hard, but I mean, they got the goal to win it, so that's what counts.
It has been a great series, to say the least. Home ice doesn't seem to mean much between these two teams. Deciding game now Tuesday back in Dallas. Reporting from Edmonton, I'm Ken Chulabek, TSN.
Ahead on the show, a 7th and deciding game heads to overtime. Is there anything more exciting? The outcome when we return.
Shot from the line by Ledyard is deflected away. Frank Holt! He scores! Benoit Holt! Bullet shot all alone. And the Dallas Stars grab an early lead, 1-0. Only a minute, 38 seconds into the opening period. This happens to Joseph and for Dallas. Big goal for the Dallas Stars here in Game 7 before we've hit 2 minutes, but now the backhander off the goal post, they score! The Oilers come right back and tie the game. Well, on his first shift, Joel Hulbig was in on the backhander, and he hit the goal post. And the rebound was grabbed by Rem Murray, and the game was tied just like that.
It certainly didn't take very long for the Oilers to get back in it. And here's the chance that the kid from Hamilton, Hulbig, had, and the rebound came right to Rem Murray, and he puts it. A nice backhand by this first-round pick in '92.
Poked it up the center, nearly a 2-on-1. DeBreeze, and that's blocked by Andy Moog. And a penalty is coming up on the play. Over center, and he drives a long shot in. It comes back to the line. And Moog down. Bodies flying everywhere. Arnott took the shot from the line, and there's going to be another penalty.
And look where Moog is. He's outside the blue point. Payne, I don't think you should get an interference call if the goalie's outside his crease. Then he's in your territory. If he's in the crease, then give the penalty. Andy Moog embellished the fall, so the power play didn't last very long.
That's Wade coming in with a shot. Moog stopped that on the short side. Marchand driving it, and Moog was coming across the net. He was all alone, walking on the loose puck, and got enough of it. But right at Moog, up through center ice. The Oilers come in, and Arnott made a quick pass. And Moog comes up with a big save off Big. Gets set for Arnott. Arnott winding up, and again he waited too long. Mironov blasting one right into the glove of Andy Moog, who was going down and reached up to grab it. And the first penalty to Ludwig is over. 52 seconds left in the next penalty to Hatcher. Zubov in for Hogue. Verbeek and Nieuwendyk behind the net. Nieuwendyk going to the boards, out to the line. Zubov! Score! They've tied it in Dallas. Verbeek
Here's the shot. It hit something on the way in.
Goes in wide, and Joseph will move it quickly on the backhand. Got it up on the boards, and Basson went in there and nailed Smith, and he has the puck. Verbeek gets it back to him, he scores! Wow! What a goal by Bob Basson!
Well, what the big play was right here. What a body check on Smith by Basson, and he comes up with the puck, heads to the net, and a lovely pass. DeVries was not as tough on him as he probably should have been, and that allowed Basson to get a stick free. Richardson's got to go take Verbeek, and Basson slides it in to make it 3-2. And what a hit by Hulbig right here on Zador. Not there, this one. Oh! Zador isn't sure whether it's Dallas or Edmonton. Here's the hit. There's the first one. A big-time hit by Verbeek. Bookberger, who's delivered a few himself, comes back. This is right in front of the bench, and that's where Fraser called the penalty.
What a play by Modano. Modano is dumped. The crowd roaring for a call. Here's Modano. Look out! Robbed by Joseph.
And then gets rewarded with the puck. Stops arguing with Fraser, and watch the stop. Oh.
Then it went back and hit the post.
Here's a look from behind Joseph. What a stop there. And then Joseph nearly kicks it into the net.
Okay, Hatcher stepping up from the blue line. Tried the shot. Hatcher will miss it this time. And it gets up there. Marchand speeding in. Marchand, Kovalenko scores! Kovalenko has tied the game for Edmonton on a perfect setup by Todd Marchand. With only 20 seconds left in this second period. Wow, 3-3. All right, 7 minutes into the third period. Here's a breakaway. Modano of all people. Joseph of all people. A scintillating save by Curtis Joseph to Harvey. Harvey behind the net. Now he's coming out front. Harvey, Joseph down. Harvey, Joseph save. Knocked down in front. The third period. And a shot by Zubov, stopped by Joseph. Over the line, but Matt Tkachuk is away. Put it up for Broughton and Verbeek. Verbeek shot, hit a left. Basson! Wow! Joseph again, another shot. This one deflected.
Bobby Basson, 9 scoring chances to 1, and this is a beautiful stop.
Cole coming in! And he's stopped by Joseph. Ledyard stopped it at the line. Another shot coming up. Booted out by Joseph. What a goaltending display by Zador up across center and dumping it in. Basson chasing. Basson in there first. Bumped though, but he got the puck. And he was turned around. Here's Zador racing in. He's around the net trying to come out and jam it in. Loose puck. Oh my goodness! Curtis Joseph has made the play of the series. You cannot believe that save by Curtis Joseph. And we're still in overtime.
Well, Zador tried the wraparound right here, and he got away from Mironov. Now he gets it on the net, but then the puck comes right on the stick of Joe Nieuwendyk, and a diving stop by Joseph keeps this game going. They don't come any closer than that.
Shot from the line, another big save by Joseph. He's in that zone again by the looks of it. Ledyard from center, flipped it in from Modano. Who's gonna beat Joseph? Or who'll get one for Edmonton? They're gonna try here, rushing to center and down the wing. It is Marchand! Scores! Marchand scores! And the Edmonton Oilers are gonna move on. The Dallas Stars have been eliminated. Curtis Joseph, the hero tonight. And then Marchand, the icing on the cake on the speed down the wing. And the shot that ends it. 4-3 Edmonton.
It was a great series between these two teams and a great final game. Some big hits by both teams, some great goalkeeping, obviously, at both ends of the ice, and some big goals, but none bigger than the winner in overtime by Todd Marchand.
It's great. It's just a great feeling, and you know, it's good to move on to the second round.
Todd, you mentioned the goal. Just go through it again. How did that all develop?
Well, the turnover down low, and Dougie went down and got it, and I just put my head down and started skating, and Grant Ledyard fell down, and all I had to do was bury it past Andy, and you know, I finally got one on the breakaway. Who would have thought? You know, we were a 7th seed, they were a 2nd seed, and we just worked hard, we battled hard, and that's all that matters right now.
Colorado, here you come.
That's right, here we come, Denver.
Well, the coaches really instilled a lot of confidence in us. They never ever said that we didn't have a chance, and we all believed in here that we had a chance to win this series, and I think that was the key.
For the Dallas Stars, obviously a disappointing ending to their season.
It's devastating. I mean, it's tough to the way we push for 82 games, the way we perform pretty consistently. We played on the road. To get this opportunity to be one of the top 2 teams, top 3 teams in the whole league. You push hard during the regular season to get this opportunity if it does go 7. And it's a long year, but it seems like it's not worth it now. What happened now?
What a wild, wild series this was, and the Cinderella playoffs continues for the Edmonton Oilers. Next up, the Avalanche. They head off to Denver for the next round. Reporting from Dallas, I'm Ken Chulabek, TSN.